Okay, so before getting to the LHC announcement, let's chat about what particle accelerators are. The Large Hadron Collider run by CERN, it's like a huge 17-mile ring with super strong magnets. It's the biggest, most powerful particle accelerator we've got. Basically, it's humanity's peak moment. It's so strong it can recreate what things were like right after the Big Bang. But could this thing, built to find out the universe's secrets, have a dark side? CERN, started back in '54, is a top research place. It's got 23 countries as members and loads of scientists working there. It's a place where people come together and make new stuff. The LHC is CERN's main project, but it's just one piece of all their accelerators and tests. Think of a racetrack, but instead of cars or horses, it's tiny particles racing against time and space. The LHC makes protons go super fast, nearly the speed of light, then crashes them together. It's like a mini Big Bang. These crashes make things a million times hotter than the sun's core. Thousands of magnets keep the protons where they should be, and really good cooling systems keep the magnets colder than space. The proton beams crash at 4 spots on the ring, where 4 detectors are: Atlas, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each one does something different, checking out different parts of particle physics. They're like giant cameras, snapping pictures of the crashes. Scientists sort through what's left over, looking for the Higgs boson, also called the God particle, and clues about the universe's basic parts. By studying the tiny stuff, we get a better look at the big picture. But every answer brings a new question, and every find, a challenge. The LHC isn't just science stuff, it shows how curious and creative we are. It's all about chasing knowledge and wanting to get how the universe works. Still, as we learn more, there are questions we need to think on, like, what happens if we mess with things we don't understand? In CERN's labs, where they're figuring things out, something's come up that's got even scientists freaked out. Brian Cox, who used to work at CERN and knows a lot about particle physics, said something that's got everyone nervous. He said the LHC's goal is to make a mini Big Bang, which means like a small version of the universe's beginning. He was telling us more about how this can help make finds, get to the Higgs boson secrets, and know about dark matter, the stuff that most of the universe holds. Imagine holding the power to create in your own hands, being able to make what the universe is made of. It's something, but dangerous. This mini Big Bang isn't just an idea, it's really happening in the LHC. The heat, pressure, and raw power there are similar to how the universe was when it first started. It's like seeing how things were at the very beginning. But much power needs thinking. The question is, what happens if things go wrong? Well, something did go wrong in 1978. Anatoly Bugarsky, a Russian physicist, had an accident that changed things. He was working at a machine when his head was hit by a proton beam. It went straight through his head, burning stuff on its way through, but he didn't feel anything. It left a mess in his head. He lost hearing in one ear and his face got a little messed up. But his brain was okay, and he kept working as a scientist. This is not just sad news for him, it's a reminder that particle accelerators are super strong and can be risky. Risks like the LHC is not a joke. The fact for reactions, and that space itself could be worked, isn't just a film thing, but real worries that scientists have. One of the scariest things about the LHC is that it might make a tiny black hole. Black holes have powerful gravity that takes over everything. The idea that the LHC could make one, even a tiny one, is a shock to everyone. Could this black hole get big and eat up Earth? CERN scientists say any black hole would disappear right away, but the thought of it has people debating and scared while being amazed at the power. It has the energies released are strong enough it bends the space you are in. To get what I'm saying, thinking about how a trampoline works. It makes you warp stuff. Some experts, like Stephen Hawking, said there a real scary outcome where the boson could destroy everything. Sir Martin Rees also expressed his fears about the events at the LHC, as there can be some very crazy effects. The people at CERN did do all the math and tests to make sure everything is good, but Brian Cox did admit there are real worries. Everyone also say with the LHC the opportunity to open doors to a universe Yes, it doesn't have much proof, but what if? Should we be taking that chances? So, with Brian Cox and the other boys seeing to see what more there is, we should see that there can be real dangers behind the search. Also, that the story of the LHC is of the hearts to see the why and how. What is going to happen if we figure everything out? We don't know, just keep pushing. We must go into the future. So it's only right to be worried, but don't too much, we may unleash just what we need. Before getting to the announcement, let's talk about particle accelerators. The Large Hadron Collider, LHC, at CERN is like a huge racetrack for tiny particles. It's the biggest and strongest one we've ever built. Imagine a 17-mile ring of supercool magnets. I mean, it's so powerful it can basically recreate the Big Bang. But could a machine that's supposed to find the universe's secrets actually be a bit scary? CERN is a big deal. It started in 1954 and has tons of scientists from all over working together. The LHC is their main project, but they have other accelerators and experiments, too. Think of it like this: the LHC zips protons around at crazy speeds, almost as fast as light. Then, they smash them together to see what happens, kind of like replaying the Big Bang. These crashes create insane heat, way hotter than the sun. Magnets keep the protons on track, and supercool systems keep everything cold, colder than space. The beams collide at 4 spots where giant detectors, ATLAS, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb, take pictures. These detectors look for things like the Higgs boson, the God particle, and other clues about how the universe works. It's like looking at tiny stuff to understand the big picture. With every answer, though, we get more questions. The LHC isn't just a machine, it's a symbol of our curiosity. We want to know everything. But as we learn more, we have to think about the risks. What if we screw something up? Could we accidentally set loose something we can't stop? Well, at CERN, people are always pushing the limits. Recently, Brian Cox, who used to work there, dropped a bomb and said one of the LHC's goals is to make a mini Big Bang. A small version of what started everything. He says the LHC could find the Higgs boson and explore dark matter, which is a big part of the universe we don't understand. Think about having creation powers in your hands, exciting and risky. This mini Big Bang isn't just a theory, it's happening inside the LHC. The heat, pressure, and energy are like the early universe. But what if things go wrong? In 1978, a physicist in Russia named Anatoly Bugarsky had an accident. A beam of protons went right through his head. Lucky him, it didn't hurt so bad, but it wrecked some tissue. He lost hearing and had some face paralysis. Still, he kept working. His intellectual capabilities remained intact and he continued his scientific career. The takeaway: these machines are powerful, and that can be dangerous. The risks at the LHC are real. Some scientists worry about unknown reactions and messing with space and time. A big worry is the possibility of making a tiny black hole. Black holes suck everything in. The thought that the LHC could make one, even a small one, is scary. Could it grow and eat the Earth? CERN says no, that any black hole would disappear instantly. But the idea is still unnerving and awesome. The LHC smashes protons together with crazy energy, enough to warp space. If extra dimensions exist, there's a theory about that: the collisions could create a funnel and make a tiny black hole. Even Stephen Hawking talked about this. He said the Higgs boson could become unstable at super high energy levels. If that happened, it could cause a vacuum decay that destroys not just Earth, but the entire universe. Another scientist, Martin Rees, has similar worries. He thinks there's a small chance of a catastrophic accident. The CERN scientists have done the math, run the tests, and say the LHC is safe. Brian Cox agrees, saying they have strict safety rules. The energy levels are normal, and the chances of a black hole are super low. And even if one popped into existence, it would vanish in a flash, like Hawking radiation predicted. Some people even think the LHC could open a portal to another universe. Most scientists don't believe it, but it's a cool and scary thought. What's beyond our world? Could we accidentally release something bad? The whole parallel dimension idea comes from string theory, which says there might be more dimensions than we know. The LHC could, in theory, create tears in space and let us peek into these hidden realms. Really, it boils down to, should we be playing with these forces? Should we worry about what we might find? As scientists like Brian Cox dig deeper, we just have to remember that learning new things comes with risks. The LHC is more than just science, it's about being human and wanting to know everything. With each experiment, the universe reveals more, but we have to ask ourselves, are we ready for the answers? Are we prepared for the consequences? Are we really ready to face what we might set loose? Thinking about the LHC, it's important to remember why we're curious in the first place. It represents the essence of human exploration. The Large Hadron Collider is not merely a device designed for answering theoretical questions about particle physics, it represents the essence of human exploration. From the earliest times, we've been trying to figure out the world. The LHC is just the latest tool. But with power comes responsibility. We need to be cautious. Physics is complicated, and we don't know everything. The potential to tap into dark matter or unravel how reality works is powerful. There are, though, all kinds of theories, like string theory, show that any black holes would vanish right away. Some people argue that we can't predict anything. The LHC operates at the very edge of what we know. While it's based on tested theories, it's also asking new questions. There's a real possibility of stumbling across something we don't understand. In science fiction, we've seen what can happen that the results of using the unknown are, at their best, more far-reaching than we can imagine. With the LHC's ability to probe the deepest corners of existence, should we be worried about what we might discover?